In 2017, I created SayLess podcast. Then we created a network around that. I created a bunch of shows. We created a radio station, WTCP. Then 2021, this year, we went to TCP TV on Roku. So now we're on TV. So what's next? I'm thinking productions. I'm thinking movies. I'm thinking live performances. So how do I do that? Now I created TCP Entertainment. And we're gonna do all of that. We got a bunch of new shows. We got the ladies at Queen's Table, Vixen, 2X's, E, Badu, my ace, Hollywood. We got the new show I'm creating with comedian Josh DeWay. I Hate It Here. He's hilarious. Y'all gonna love him too. Then we got Porque No. That's our first Spanish speaking show. I'm doing on site where I'm gonna be pulling up on people, just having real conversations. But our biggest project that we're working on right now for TCP Entertainment is TCP's Who Did It Best. And it's gonna be business against business. And when I say business against business, I'm talking about COVID hit us really hard. So we're trying to do something to put a spotlight on these businesses that went through tough times during COVID. A lot of people had to close their doors. So what we want to do is not just have business against business, but we want to highlight these businesses and celebrate these businesses and put people back in these businesses. But yeah, you know, who got the best cheesesteaks in the city? Who does the best dark fades? We're gonna do all of that, man. TCP's Who Did It Best. TCP Entertainment's Who Did It Best. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna have the final say on all the cuts, so you know we about to turn up. It's TCP Entertainment, baby.
RiRi Home Care is a non-medical home care agency. We specialize in personal care, light housekeeping.
You know, we do medication pickup, groceries.
I have a mother-in-law that's disabled, and that motivated me to see, to go in her house to see what was going on, and different caregivers coming in and out. It just motivated me to use my degree to start a business such as what she receives.
So I've been doing healthcare since 2007. I go into nursing homes. I do skilled care.
My sister is in the healthcare field as a nurse, so we kind of balance each other out with the business part and the social work part. And then she does like the care and the training, the caregivers and everything like that.
She has something that I don't have, and I have something that she don't have, so we balance each other out.
Does my mic sound nice? Wait. I want to sound like these dudes. Auto-tune me, Auto-tune me.
No. We not gonna do that, because that's my godson. We're not gonna do that.
No. Everybody's auto-tuning.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's not a shout at him. It's a shout out to the industry.
I was just checking.
And shout out to him for letting us play. What's his name? Shout him out.
Shout out to Johnny Dang and Bankroll Q. This is Hard Times that you're listening to right now. So shout out to my little Gotti.
She's about to give me hard times for trying to auto-tune my mic.
Play by my baby.
Auto-tune my mic.
Play by my babies now.
Shout out to Gangstalicious.
Oh, I ain't staying on like that.
Oh my God, I'm just gonna cut this right now. We're just
Damn, I can't.
I don't, listen, how's everybody doing? Listen, it was an eventful week
As
in the
always.
city.
Oh God.
Um,
A little eventful for others more than, you know.
yeah. But we outside, everybody's doing good, everybody's healthy, you know. Omarion's still out here trying to everybody good?
Day in Black History.
Yeah, so how's everybody's week? Hollywood, how was your week?
Well, I just got really drunk, so it was great. I got really drunk,
Saucy-licious.
reminding myself who the fuck I am and reminding myself that y'all bitches can't fuck with me even if you tried.
Oh, well, talk your shit.
Basically,
I'm
you
coming
know,
in
I had
hot.
a great week. Yeah, I had a great week. It was good.
Dang, my God.
Man.
How's your week?
My shit was lit, bro. Like, straight up. My shit was lit. You know what I mean? I ain't do much. I just did comedy and kick it with the kids, man. So,
Regular life.
yeah,
Regular
life
shit.
You know what I mean?
It's been a minute since you came, so, you know, good to have you in the building.
Them kids,
My kids
they
is
good?
My kids
Good.
is good, man.
You ain't raising no little babies now.
Nah. I got 3 queens, 26,
Ah, I
10
know
and
that's right.
6.
Oh, and you will be hosting this month, Room Around?
Yeah, which is why I made the stop through. You know what I mean? I'll be at the Room Around February 26th.
Absolutely.
Shameless plug.
Hey.
Doors
gotta
open
plug
at
it while
7,
I'm
show
here.
starts at 8.
Who's on the show?
Exactly.
No, we got Dixon, we got Lioness the Poet, we got Jocelyn Curse, and Sean Hogan. Of course, Thunder's going to be hosting, Dame going to be hosting. So.
We don't mention that name anymore around here. We don't talk about no Thundercat around here when I'm around here.
Pull up. Make sure it's definitely as on top of Josh, everybody, y'all know he's friend of the show too. Josh, how was your week?
Well, thank you, Billy, for having me on here. Feels good, you know, since Black History happened, I just been, you know, kind of using the shit out this white privilege and shit, you know, feel me? Over here parking in handicapped spots, but I've been good, man. That's been it. Yeah.
Chain coming out.
I don't know. Listen, production's telling me to do some things. I don't know what they're supposed to do.
Where's
Tuck
the
my
habit?
chain, take it
Where's
out.
the habit?
Your mic is super loud, and I think the volume is on your device.
No, it's not.
Well, Zoe, how was your week?
My week was a week and we're here.
Can I ask this week?
Huh?
Can I ask you a question?
Mm.
You know, you're usually honest with me. You know, you're an honest man. Did you get any buns this week?
I was counseled not to answer any questions that
I like your counsel, so I'm
found
with the shits. Okay.
might find difficult.
Plead the fifth.
Can you come back to me? Y'all can
If
come
you
back.
were if you were a betting man, would you bet on that you got buns this week or that you didn't get buns this week?
I don't
Hypothetically.
gamble. I don't deal in hypotheticals.
I tell you what, man, you a wise old man.
I'll tell you 100%. If I ever commit a crime and I'm with this man, I know I'm good.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, I
it.
ain't gonna say.
I know I'm good.
I was sleeping.
Yeah. He a Dolphins fan. He know about holding down to the end.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Listen,
So nobody give a
How
shit
you
about my.
doing?
There
How you
we
doing,
go.
guys?
There, thank you.
How was your week?
Yeah, it was cool. It was alright. I'm alive. I'm in good health.
I know you was fucking.
we
That-
do what we do.
That is a thing I do at my house sometimes.
Hey, me and Trey's around the same age. Just, you know, just
Yo, I really thought about that the other day. I was like, yo, because we're tight. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm like, yo, I really fuck with Josh, and he's a couple years older than my kids.
Yeah. Like literally just 1 year. That's it. Not a couple, one.
One whole year.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so crazy. But yeah, you know, I guess that's how. So I could be your father.
Yeah, I mean, you could. That's the last image I need. You busting my mom's ass, but I could be your father. I'm just a whole podcast.
Oh. So how does it feel, Josh? How's it feel?
Feel what?
How's it feel for having to call somebody father? I almost had to call you my stepdad, and I felt away after the last show. After the last show, you was like, my mom made an Instagram because of you.
Hey, well, all right, we're gonna talk about that. First of all, I'm not sorry. Your mom, the ancestors been good to her. I'm telling you that.
Shout out to Black History Month.
Shit, for real. That is Black History on that back.
I'll get it honest, okay? I'll get it honest. That's my mama.
You see body mom.
That my
She
mom.
shut down the whole TCP land.
Yo.
TCP ass at that time.
And she was with it all.
Damn.
She was with it all. She had a great time.
Man, I was trying to buy her a drink, but then she was telling me she drank some tonic and I was like, yeah, you feel
That's
me?
a little too much.
She bust you down. A woman drinks gin and tonic, she'll bust you down.
Mm-hmm.
And you be out
Shout
here
out
with,
to Auntie.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know why we started this podcast off so sexual. But hey.
It is what it is.
Yo, let me introduce everybody. This is SayLess podcast. We got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Because who's going to fucking check me?
We got Damian Robinson in the building.
I'm here.
We got Joshua DeWay in the building.
Better than Thundercat.
Don't do my girl like that. No, we're not going to do that.
I appreciate Thundercat and her art. I really do. Hey, shout out to her. She's probably gonna be one of the best poets and all that shit. But she kind of started posing on my place at TCP. Just gotta get rid of that.
We got Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
chop wood, carry water.
And I am your host, Blast. This is SayLess podcast, episode 159. Let's get into it. We got a lot of shit to get into, and we started a little late, and we got a lot of topics, so let's get right into it. Whoopi got suspended from The View, and there's a lot to unpack here. So let's for the people who've been sitting under a rock, because it ain't a lot that's been going on this week. So the Whoopi news was the biggest news that I saw. So Whoopi said some things about the Jewish community. She was blatantly wrong. She was not malicious in my view, but I am not Jewish, and I don't get to say what offends the person. But then they suspended her after she apologized for what she said, and what she basically said was the Jewish thing, when it happened, it wasn't a racial thing.
Yeah.
Because I think Whoopi was looking at it as race is considered here in America. Race here in America is considered by the color of your skin usually, and that's not what it was back then.
That was white on white crime.
It was, and but we know
Doesn't happen often, but when it does.
in the documents, Hitler said that he was trying to erase the inferior race, which was the Jewish. So it was looked at as race, and I think that was just ignorance on Whoopi's part. But she didn't. She said it out of what she knew.
Let me hop on this, man. Like, first of all, religion is not a race. So, like, I don't know what
Here.
Nowhere in the world.
Jerusalem is Jew.
I know Jerusalem is Jew, but that's not a race, bro. That's a religion.
No, Jerusalem.
But race is different everywhere. Like race in America.
Ethnicity.
Race in America is considered by African American, Caucasian, Latino.
Yeah.
It's not like that everywhere.
I know it's not. I've been around the world.
So, but that's why she was wrong, because when Hitler was coming at the Jews, Jewish people, he was trying to erase the race. That's what he said. He wanted to get rid of the entire race.
Yeah,
So,
I understand all that.
And he also killed special needs people too. Yeah.
I mean, we do that here in America. You know what I'm saying?
Bing bong.
I think the whole the Holocaust, that was a terrible thing.
It was.
In world history. And I think that they like to carry it on here even though it happened
over there
in another hemisphere. And it's crazy to me because they want to make a big deal about the Holocaust, but want to tell us, get over slavery.
Yep.
Something that happened here. Tell the Indian, they want to say the natives of this land, give them a little tiny piece, little tiny pieces here and there.
I think it's
when they had this whole 100%.
in a deck of cards.
But like, you want to make a big thing. It's okay to say something about black people. It's okay to diss natives.
I think that is all about representation, because we don't have great representation when it comes to these things.
Not at all.
We don't have people in power. We don't have a lot of black billionaires.
We don't band together.
We don't band together. Jewish people stick together. Their come up was through the fact that when they came to this country, they bought and sold to their own community.
Not just that, but
And
they can look white.
Yeah, that too. So when they came up, and that's the thing. That's the thing where I think Whoopi got it fucked up, is because when the Jewish community was there, they was considered a race as Jews in Germany.
Yeah.
But when they came here, they were white people.
Who were Jewish.
So
by
to
religion,
us,
yeah.
they were the same race as all the rest of the white people.
Right.
And so, and I heard Bill Maher say this yesterday. He said something like, the black community is going to say things and feel things that are going to be shocking to a lot of the white community because of our experience. The black experience here is race is color of your skin.
Yeah.
Black, brown, white. That's how we talk about it. Black, brown, white. Even us, we were
Light
guilty
skin,
of
brown
it. Like,
skin, dark skin.
Black, white, or Spanish.
Yeah.
And that's how it is here. But it's not like that everywhere. So I don't think Whoopi should be suspended for that because
I don't think she
I
should
think
be.
she spoke out of ignorance.
She shouldn't
She
be
didn't know.
suspended anyway because at the end of the day, she's on a show called The View. That is her view. That is her opinion.
No, that wasn't Whoopi's view. That was the color of purple Whoopi's view. That was an ignorant ass opinion.
Yo.
That was silly.
But I'm saying, like, why can't she speak her mind? How often do we either scroll our timelines, get on CNN or any of those other big networks? We don't always agree with what those people say either.
Here's the one thing I noticed about when you make it that big, and this is why I'm trying to really choose my words carefully because I don't know what's effective.
You don't want to get
nowadays.
canceled, nigga.
But
You can't be canceled.
No.
what I'll say is when anybody in the industry offends the Jewish community, the apology's quick
Yeah.
and the punishment comes right after it.
Mm-hmm.
That shows who's in power. When you look at the Harvey Weinsteins and the Weinstein movie company, there's only like 3 or 4 big movie companies in Hollywood. The Jewish community owns a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And they're the doctors, the lawyers, the scientists. These people have wealth behind them. So when they are offended, shit gets fixed. Black folks, we don't have that kind of influence. We don't have that kind of power. We don't have that kind of money within our communities.
We get baby
So when
steps.
shit happens to us, they don't listen because our dollar don't matter. That's the like our dollar only matters when it comes to looking fresh because that's the only shit we care about. Because when we boycott Gucci or whatever, Gucci or Prada or any of these shit,
Doesn't matter.
they listen.
Yeah.
Because black folks is worried about living beyond their means, and that's what the fuck we do. We
Preach.
want to be fresh because we ain't never had shit. So when we get shit, we want to look fly. We want to show everybody we got shit.
Bro, look at what's happening with Brian Flores, bro. White people like, that nigga must be lying, and black people like, damn, that's fucked up, but that nigga's on his own. You know, that's just how it is. I'ma stay employed.
Facts.
Yeah, the people that are saying he must be lying, they also don't look and see that there's only one black coach in NFL.
Who got employed by the people who created the black
Rooney,
Rooney
yeah,
Rule,
yeah.
The Rooney Rule.
And let's not Brian Flores came to a team that was struggling.
Yeah.
My man squad.
You know,
and created 2 winning seasons back to back, and they fired him.
Yeah, that's
bro,
bullshit.
Zoe swore they was going to playoffs this year. He's
Nah, I
talking
don't do
shit.
that. I don't do
When
that.
it was 8-1, I swear to God.
And
bro.
but then I read that they offered this man money to lose.
Yeah,
Yeah, in his
100K.
first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, they
So,
do that, yo. just imagine being a black coach, a black head coach in the NFL,
Yeah.
and your owner is telling you you got your shot that is like a shot that
Once
a
in
lot
a
of people,
lifetime.
Prove yourself.
and
yeah.
they're telling you, I want to pay you to lose. So when you do that, I got a reason to fire you.
Yeah.
I'd have been higher in high
well,
school.
Well,
Fuck
you know,
I'll take
NFL
that
is
loan.
technically not classified as a sport anymore, though, right? I do know that.
It's entertainment now.
Yeah. A couple years ago, they changed their shit from a sport to an entertainment, so they're no longer really even a sport.
Like I don't understand how people don't see an issue like from in between Fritz Pollard in 1921
Yeah.
and Art Shell being hired in 1989. There were no black head coaches in the NFL,
Yeah.
and right now we have one.
Two.
And-
Byron Leftwich did get hired by the Jaguars.
Nah,
No,
Yeah.
Doug Peterson.
nah, he pulled out of that
Oh shit.
because he didn't want to work with the GM.
How is Eric
Okay.
Bieniemy
They
still
hired
not a head
Peterson.
coach?
That's who I wanted for my squad.
The Jags hired Doug Peterson.
I wanted fucking Brian Flores for the Saints, man, for real.
But
There-
like,
There's an issue with the NFL. We all know there's the issue
Yeah.
with
But
the
th-
NFL. Colin Kaepernick pointed this shit out years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
And that's why I've not really been super into the NFL since, because once cap, like, first it started with the cap shit, then I started like actually seeing the ownership and how they're
I
treating the
know,
situation.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. You can't even
you-
put that Niner shit on.
They recognize that black folks are great athletes, so they put these athletes on the field. They're gonna pay you top dollar to be the athletes and do what you do, but they don't want black men to be leaders of other men.
Exactly.
They don't think that black men are equipped to lead other men, and that's where the issue's at.
But yet the greatest black leader of all time, Hannibal Barker, is still being taught by in the military today. So, you know what I'm saying?
it's funny because the Dolphins, the Giants, the Broncos, the NFL are trying to downplay the whole lawsuit.
I think Bill Belichick knew what he was doing.
But then Roger Goodell comes out and says the NFL hiring practices are garbage. We need to fix it.
Because Roger Goodell he's the scapegoat they've been bullying. These aren't his views when he say this shit.
Oh, we know that. They
You
don't.
know?
We
Well, he works for the owners. We know.
Yeah.
we don't like Goodell. That's why he gets booed everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro, my crazy thing is this shit happened to fucking Brian Flores. NFL's like, we not racist. Be like, hold on, didn't Gruden emails just come out like 6 days ago? Like, come on.
And Gruden was the fall guy.
Yeah.
Gruden was the fall guy for that
Jerry Jones.
that racist, sexist culture in the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he took the fall. Like he's not the only. He's just the coach.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. He was sending them somebody that he knew had the same. You know what I'm saying? They felt the same way.
Right.
I think we know with the industry and the NFL, like we know where we stand with the NFL and the entertainment industry. We try to find our way, and we try to get in where we fit in. We've been able to now. It seems like in the entertainment industry, there is a lot more black execs and producers, and I mean, and you know, progress has been a slow process. The NFL seems like that's not going to change. That's not going to change because the NFL is run the same way the country's run. There's too many old 70 and 80-year-old white men that own these teams that still see things the way they did when they were coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were, even if they're not racist and they'll sit in the same room and they'll have meals with you.
We're still Negroes
And yeah, you're not
or
equal.
coloreds.
No, but that's what
They-
they
I
trying
just-
to keep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people still think like that.
But
You're
you
not-
know, oh, what you gonna say? something?
Those rich guys ain't even equal to their kids that have no source of income besides their parents' money.
Or their daughters that's taking black dick.
Bro, white people like not all, but majority of white people that's scared of black people, bro. They know like black people, if they get the right play, that's it. They'll never look back. Look at y'all with fucking Zoe. You know, y'all ain't never look. y'all niggas ain't never take a step back yet, bro. This is shit that all the white people talk about is like, God damn it, TCP done caught the right one. Motherfuckers ain't stopped yet.
Yo.
And that's
All
what the
gas.
NFL know. We give a
All
black
gas, no brakes.
and to get it straight, TCP Entertainment is the vanguard of black entertainment in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, now you know.
I'm going to agree in this space. I'm trying to be hired by everybody. Yeah, it is.
And shout out to everybody who is stepping into this field is it's not an easy one to navigate through. So best wishes to everybody doing this.
Real talk.
But yeah, the one thing I say too, like going a little bit back to the Whoopi situation, is Joe Rogan had a little rough week. A lot of shit came out about Joe Rogan this week. Joe Rogan, who is
White people Jesus.
he's a comic too, so he's part of the community.
Yeah. I've been following his podcast.
And I'm about to say, in the
For
podcast game, he's Jesus.
How did that make you feel when you saw that?
I heard it the first time. It didn't offend me. It didn't offend me.
Do you think that's because you're a comedian and you know how?
Wait, which thing? Because there was a montage put together of him saying nigger, like heavily.
You seen the Planet of the Apes, John?
I saw that too.
That didn't offend you?
My favorite animal is a gorilla,
Bro, don't get yourself canceled.
You sound like Dino.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
I'm a fan of Dino Rollins, but I went on his IG page and they was flaming him because he jumped to Joe Rogan's defense.
Listen,
I
I'm
saw
not
that.
jumping to his defense, but a lot of things can get taken out of context, and he probably said it the wrong way. That's all I'm gonna say on it. He probably said it the wrong way, because sometimes you can say something that your brain doesn't connect the right way.
Bro, he said he got out
I know.
and saw nothing but apes.
I know.
No.
Movie
He
theater
was-
black people.
Yeah.
I heard it when he first said it, and now it's coming back. Me, I'm not touching it.
Just drop it right there, bro, because you will
Listen.
He's
And,
racist.
and this is why I'm gonna explain this a little further to you, because we had a conversation off mic about something. It just wasn't funny. It's not funny.
Yeah, if it's not
If
funny,
you don't get to the punchline, then is it a joke or are you just racist? Because I don't care if you're a comedian. If you say some shit and it's not funny, you meant that. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a bit.
Yeah.
Now, some people could bomb. Some people could
Yeah.
bomb.
Exactly. Just because people don't
But
laugh
imagine
doesn't
how many
mean
people
that they
laughed
didn't mean
at
it
that.
as a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody don't think everything's funny.
But his statement was like fucked up beyond.
It was.
Like, how do you? Come on, we just canceled H&M for having the coolest monkey in the jungle. Black people don't play that monkey shit.
No, we
And
don't.
You fucking make an
I
ape
feel
statement.
You. I feel you, bro.
It wasn't just
What
that.
was it? He said he came out to the theater, like he went to see Planet of the Apes.
And he was like, we was in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, because it was all black folks.
Yeah.
And he explained that. And even in his apology that he released yesterday or 2 days ago, I think, his explanation was trash. Like it sounded like a racist explaining his shit because he don't want to lose his bag.
But you know what's crazy? He probably won't lose his bag because the
Nah,
people
he
who are
just signed
signing
a
his
contract.
checks don't look like
He
us.
won't, because Joe
Got
Rogan
him back.
right now is the biggest. He has more followers than CNN.
Mm-hmm.
He's the biggest media platform in the game right now. He's the podcast god. So, and Spotify's not gonna. They're not gonna.
Nah.
They're
They
not
gave
cutting
him
them.
$100 million.
Yeah, it's over. Like, but I don't because I've been listening to Joe podcast for a few years too.
Yeah.
I like Joe Rogan's podcast, but when I heard that, I'm like, I'm not fucking with him no more. Like, I never heard that. I never heard him be that. I've heard him be controversial. I've heard him say shit that I disagree with. I've never heard him just freely say nigga like he can.
Oh no, he talks about Richard Pryor named his album with the word nigga in it. And he says that nigga's crazy. Like, he's been saying that for years. Like,
I get what you. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not on that. The Planet of the Apes shit. Okay, I can't defend that. But I can defend that if you put the album out, that nigga's crazy, and they read that nigga's crazy, they can say that nigga's crazy because that is the name that you put out there.
That's why I don't like saying the N-word in my jokes, because if people quote them, I want everybody to quote them.
Yeah, because you had a situation where some white dude tried to press you about the N-word or something one night.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the zone. That
Yeah.
shit. He was like, make fun of black people too. But that was just him being a bitch. But this
My thing is, I don't know why anybody feels comfortable enough to say. I had a white friend before, and he would say shit like he used to say nigga backwards, and he would say that
Again.
Regin is what he would say.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And and I didn't realize.
So he added the ER.
I'm hanging with this dude for a couple years and didn't even realize. But he's saying it about other people.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he was on some Reggie and shit like that type. And I'm like, I didn't realize what he was. And then when I finally realized what he was saying, and I told him like, yo, that shit ain't cool. He looked at me like oblivious, like on some shit like. Oh, you're offended by that?
I hang with you. I don't understand.
My thing is, why do you think it's why? Who are you sitting around that you're comfortable enough to say this type of shit?
Right.
And that's the same way I'm looking at Joe Rogan. I don't give a fuck if he's rich or the biggest podcast in the game.
No, I feel you.
Why do you? I don't give a fuck if you how many pictures you got next to Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, none of these. You can't say nigga because you hang with niggas.
He doesn't say that around them though.
You can say it in spades though.
But
Right. You can get away with it if you say it in spades.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
but
Don't do it.
What like?
You renigger.
renege.
You can call someone a renigger and get away with it, bro. That's spades talk.
Only in
Don't beat me
spades,
up on
huh?
it.
Dame
I
gonna
don't
also
fight.
try to
I-
the black people.
I only.
Dame trying to eliminate his black fan base with this podcast.
I work at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. I barely have one.
Bro, you getting rid of every statement. Now the renigger, I can't help you on this one, bro.
You ain't got to.
But here's the
I'm
thing.
just trying to make light of this.
Okay.
Here's the thing. How can you? So, if you know that.
We have comments, guys.
Okay, so but if you know that you can't, that you can defend him on using nigga because he's saying somebody else's word, but you can't defend what he said about
I can't
the
defend the Planet of the Apes shit.
So he's fucked up.
Yeah, he's fucked up, and he's gonna have to do a lot of diversity training, and maybe he'll be hired back.
What about the comment
No, he's
about?
not getting fired.
What about the comment about
I'm talking about amongst the black
the
community.
a black men getting with white women with the black
brain.
men, the physical, and then the white brain?
Yeah.
What happened?
No.
You hear that? When he was
said
talking about how
mixed
black
kids.
men and white women are the perfect mix
Yeah.
because you have the physical, the attributes of the black man,
that's
and then
'cause
the
we uncalcified
white
our
woman
pineal
with the
gland.
white brain and looks and all that.
That's
Black
'cause we
physicality
uncalcified their
with
pineal
white
gland.
mentality
Huh?
equals.
He said that?
Calcify their pineal gland
Right.
with the
Wait,
children.
so he said,
No, that's
what
what I'm
year
saying.
was this? He
I don't
said
know,
the
that was-
black
Yeah, I
physicality
ain't hear that one.
with the
That
white
might have been one of
mental
those I
Yeah,
saw
with
on.
the
make the perfect person.
Yeah.
They don't though. If you notice, like look at Patrick Mahomes and them. They
You
wild
mean
and fucked
Patrick
out.
Mahomes the greatest quarterback right now? Say no, I'm just joking.
All right, let me get to these comments. We have Kenzie watching. He said, "What up, gang? What's up?" Kendra Nikki Simpson, thank you for watching. She says, "We differ in this viewpoint because that was highly offended." She meant offensive, comedian or not. Hey.
You get kids.
And then she goes, she said, because the thing is, being friends with other wealthy black comics doesn't mean he wasn't insensitive towards regular black people.
Right.
Joe Rogan is no hero of mine, and he's not funny to me. Yeah, I said it. She said what she said.
Yeah, I don't think he's funny neither. I think he sucks on stage. I think he's a good podcaster.
Time out.
I don't think he's a good comic.
Can we just clap it up for my boy Dame? He got a real one in his
Hey.
corner. He was like, I disagree with my man.
We clapping for his wife. 'Cause
Yeah.
Well, you disagree with him too.
Yeah. He's like, I love you, baby, but I disagree with
But
you.
I said what I
Disagree
said.
on a lot of stuff, and I appreciate that.
That's why it works.
I don't
Probably.
even think you agree with you though.
I kind of don't. I kind of don't. Listen, behind closed doors, I'm a black militant. I scream kill Whitey and everything. I won't do it, but I scream it.
But I said it.
Yo. I mean, listen.
Yo.
I think I just want them to keep the same energy for Joe Rogan that they have for Whoopi.
Yeah.
Like I don't pay attention to Joe Rogan. Like he's still Fear Factor Joe Rogan to me. Like I heard he's a comedian. I was like, oh, that's what's up. He's MMA. He trains MMA. Cool. He says controversial things and whatever. But yo, big up to the people that pulling their music off Spotify. They've taken a stand and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm happy that it's white people doing it first. Let's see how that shit go first before black people start losing somebody.
Yeah, let them testify as
for
it.
her shit too.
But come on, she white.
NDRE, Neil Young, a lot of people pulled their shit.
Sexual Chocolate.
Randy Watson? Randy Watson?
Randy Watson pulled his music off Spotify too.
Gangs Delicious.
Joe Rogan was hurt.
Nigga, we gonna stop that.
Let's get to that.
Did y'all see Michael Rappaport get beamed this week? Wasn't that the funniest shit y'all saw?
So did
He
Lil
posted
Baby.
it though. That's what's up.
Both him and Lil
Yeah,
Baby
he
got hit with
definitely
snowballs.
That
Yeah.
was some funny
That's
shit.
a New York shit though. Like
He reaching though.
New York is definitely the city where they don't give a fuck who you are.
Oh hell yeah.
If they don't fuck with you, like online, they don't fuck with you in
Oh,
person.
they snuff Rick
That's some
Moran.
PA shit too. I think
Yeah.
that's East Coast period. Like
Yeah.
we are not friendly over on the East Coast.
That's real tough.
It's the
and-
North thing too. The South they be
Northeast,
friendlier.
yeah.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I go down south and they be, hey, how are you? I be looking like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm from here, like so I don't. I mean, I don't really do that friendly shit too well. But yes, shout out to
Especially in PA, I stopped being friendly with everybody after that shovel incident. The neighbors that got murdered in Wilkes.
Oh yeah.
That shit was wild.
Yeah.
I still think about that.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild.
That happened in our backyard. We don't play that shit. You ain't gonna shovel your lawn. Watch this, bitch.
Yeah.
So how many of y'all was
crazy.
upset that RiRi is knocked up? Cause
I'm not. She ain't mine.
I ain't
Exactly.
really find her that attractive.
I saw a post that said everybody's sharing that kind of stuff, like sharing Rihanna's pregnant, but then your friend starts a business. Y'all don't share that kind of stuff.
Sure don't.
Facts, yo.
facts.
I'm not. I mean, she's older. She waited until she's a little older anyway.
Yeah.
She waited until she was ready, not even just financially, but mentally, I guess. And I'm just happy it wasn't somebody that was a fuckboy, like, you know what I mean, that treated her
Didn't he
bad
just
or
get out
that.
of jail in Sweden? What you mean?
Yeah, he-
Listen,
with
but
his friends in
Really?
Calabasas.
but he's not out here. Really?
Yup.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Rocky from Harrisburg.
That's dope. But I didn't. You know what I mean? At least he's not like she didn't get pregnant by Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She didn't get pregnant by
Drake.
Future.
Drake unfriended him.
Yeah, Drake unfriended her. That's crazy.
Did he
right?
really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
light skinned.
he afraid of both of them.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, how?
It's because he's light skinned from Canada.
I
Come
can't wait
on,
for that
man.
album, bro.
Yo,
That
It's like-
fire. Gonna be fire. That is going
If you
to
listen
be
to
fire.
Drake,
I don't.
whatever. But
Drake and
yeah,
driving.
like that's some real sensitive.
Yeah.
Like you live in $100 million house, B.
Especially like in Hollywood where everybody is sleeping with everybody, and then you mad that, or I don't even know if he's mad. He probably just can't
No,
watch
he's
it.
mad.
He's just mad because he
salty.
doesn't have accessibility to her anymore, and that's
That-
what it comes down to.
That
When
Nicki
men feel like
Minaj.
they can no
That-
longer have you, I feel like it propels them to want you more.
That's why he had like 6 songs ready for Meek Mill because he was with what you call him, Nicki at that
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
He was ready. You know, he came with 2 songs straight off the bat, and then another
Back to
song a
back.
week
That's
later,
light-skinned
and
energy.
another
That's
song.
what we do. See, I got diss records against Josh, but he ain't never did nothing for me to break him out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I be trying, stay on everybody's good side.
Would y'all get mad if somebody was fucking with your own work? So like somebody that you're cool with?
Nah, I always shoot up the
Nah.
club before I leave. Just so, and that mental note, no matter who you move on to, I already did it once.
Suck my
It's really
kids
good.
right out that pussy. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
just say it like
wild.
that. I don't even be wanting to do it. I, be
I
like,
said it
I'm
for
just
you.
doing this for future, but
That's wild to cast like in the industry with tons of fans. You can have any woman in the world you want.
But it's weird for them though, because they can have that. They only want to be with their kind. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I was in California in the adult entertainment industry, they only mess with their kind.
That's right. You was a porn star and shit.
Yeah, but my wife's watching, so don't say that. She know already. You gonna get me murdered, bro. Hopefully, I'm gonna beat her to 26. And then, he just put a target on my head. Baby,
Look,
if you
shit.
watching, turn the phone off.
Shit, Josh, what you doing on the 26th?
Hey, Josh, just wear my face as an honor.
Oh, that's crazy.
Look,
Billy
she gonna
really
leave it
trying to get you
behind.
divorced. Billy's like, remember you used to fuck other bitches? Let's talk about that. We used to be nothing in bitches.
Yeah, but nah, like music industry people, they only mess with music industry. Like movie, they only mess with the people that's in their categories. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't be mad. I can't be mad about none of that.
It's like he really be in his feelings about.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
when I
are
see an
champagne
ex,
poppy, and you out here.
Nigga, though. He's really weird, man.
when I see an ex with her new boo, that excites me.
Really?
Like, yo,
Yeah, like I be on some shit like, yo, now she'll never hit me up again. Like that's what's up.
I
Like,
tip my hat.
I'm so happy when they move on from me
Bro.
because that takes everything off of me.
It doesn't stop though when it's the other way around. I feel like for females, because it don't matter who he's with. If he's not happy with that person, he's still gonna try.
But not that I think that comes from the perspective of like, not to be the dude, but if you happy if she getting with somebody else, that means, bro, like
She wasn't
you
yours
was
to
the
begin with. You didn't
you was
care.
fucking her up. Like you was the one that wanted to leave. She didn't want to leave. You feel me?
Mhm.
Nah, well, yeah, you're right. Because, but even if like once it's over, and the whole feelings of the emotions of I still love this woman, and then that subsides, you just be genuinely happy that they happy. Like, yo, that's cool. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I don't want to be with you no more, I'm not gonna have no
Facts.
no feelings.
You're his problem now, sis.
Yeah, like I'm not. It is what it is.
I don't know.
He's your problem now.
I mean, you older than me, so I'll leave it up to you.
No, when I was no, because I say this, when I was your age, I was on that type of time. Like I was really on some like everything I ever fucked is mine. Like
I ain't say all that. That came from
That's the territorial
that was
stuff you talking
inside.
about.
Veins start popping.
I'm a once we done, we done.
yeah,
I go-
but that's how it should be because nobody belongs to you.
Yeah,
Like
That's
not
a
even
mature way to take it.
not even.
Yeah.
I'm like Bruce Banner at the end of the Incredible Hulk show. I'm out on the highway, thumb up, charging to the next city.
That's
With
You
the
know what I'm
book bag,
saying?
like.
I didn't already fuck the city up over here, so it's
That's-
time for me to go fuck something else.
That's what
up.
I'm saying. Y'all the ones fucking up. But I'm the type of person, right?
I'm not
I
a fuck up,
invest
though.
in. All right, sure. But I'm the type of person. I'm the type of person that invests time. I'm talking about like men, women, relationships, period, friendships, whatever. It's like even if we fucked up, unless you like really a toxic like asshole, most of the times I'm like, bro, I want to see you win regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I still want to, bro. If you call me and I'm in California, you need a ride in PA. If I can make it, I'm gonna do it. Just
Yeah,
'cause
that's
I fuck
what's
with
up.
you at some point, you know.
That's cool.
If it,
Because I'm a swipe left.
Ah, oh my god.
Swipe.
Oh,
it depends
no.
I think it depends how the relationship ended too. Like if it
Facts. Bigger facts.
like if it ended on some beef shit, like on some shit that we both still can't get over, then I'm not looking at you at all. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. I don't have any emotion to you because at that point I just cut you off. Like I just cut you off. I'm blocking you on everything because I don't need you fucking with my peace.
Facts.
But if we just broke up and like it wasn't no malicious shit from you, malicious from me, we can still be cool afterwards. Like
I don't want to be cool
I don't
with
care
you.
who you're fucking with
really?
because that's
I
not my
don't.
bet you from a
Hell
distance.
no. I don't want to be
Yeah.
cool with you because we weren't friends to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you around me. The fuck? Because then what? I got to see you with this bitch. We don't got nothing in common, but we sat on the same dick. And when I sat on it, it was better. So you got that shit.
Wow.
Wait, what?
I said
Like-
what I said.
If you
It sound like a
rocking
direct
different
shot.
circles, like we
It
don't have
was.
to.
Boom, boom, boom.
We
Yeah,
rocking
wow.
different
'Cause I'm good at
circles.
that.
Like we don't have to. We don't have to be friends, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Respect is there.
Nah,
If
we
it's-
don't got.
Depending on
So
how
we
it
don't-
ended, the respect could be there.
Right. But
We
if
don't
it
gotta-
was whack, then you're whack forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you are the hangout friends, especially once you move on. Like you can't be hanging out with the ex once
Right.
you move on.
Fuck no.
But y'all can be cordial. Like I mean,
Nah.
As I'm listening to you, I realize like
Nah.
it depends on what the relationship is built on, you know? Because most of my relationships is all built on like, yo, the goals, the common, whatever. Like, we're going to get this shit done together. You get what I'm saying? So even if I have to remove myself from the picture, I'm always thinking about that goal or whatever to help that person. But I don't make genuine, like, what's this shit called? Like, hey, this is my buddy that smoke weed with me type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't want to even share my shit, you know? Yeah.
I wouldn't have. I remember. I can't even say who. Listen, but there was an ex that I remember when I found out that she had a new man. I was ecstatic. Like I was so happy. Like celebration happy. Like and it wasn't because we ended bad. It was just because like I know we good now. Like you off my like you ain't my problem no more.
Yeah.
We have more comments.
Billy gave City Boys 3 points this
Oh,
podcast.
dear God. City Boys up.
You can watch this joint like that nigga Billy Bland. Like,
Fantastic. So Kendra says, I said it with my chest, but I love my baby boo, and he know. Ew. She said, you know Hollywood Bonnie, they always want that good thing back, but too bad, so sad, we done. You're done, motherfucker. Stop calling me. Period. So,
Talking about we done.
so we done. You're done.
What's up with outside yay?
Yo, Kanye is fucking lit.
I like it.
I like him too. I'm here for outside Kanye. He says what he thinks.
I'm tired of outside.
Yo,
Kanye.
listen.
Why?
Last week I laughed, we giggled, haha. Now I'm worried about.
Now you think he
Kanye.
needs to take his meds?
Outside Kanye is putting way too much of his family business out there, and
But is he though?
They're way too big to be doing this for the public.
I mean,
both
the
of them.
Kardashians got famous for putting all their business
Exactly,
out there. So he's just
exactly.
using a tactic.
I agree with all
They
that.
don't like it.
But right now, it ain't about Kanye and Kim. There's mad kids involved.
There is.
But
And the
kids-
boyfriend that he
Isn't that
keeps
big.
putting into it.
But they get.
It is
but
because they
putting
get
the kids
older.
on social media now. Like they exploiting their kids.
All of that is
Exactly.
trauma. That's that. All I see is trauma and fucked up. Like you're putting them kids through shit that they shouldn't have to go through.
It's the mom's fault. Let's get that out the way. It's Kim's fault because she's the one that allowed the daughter to have TikTok. Kanye's arguing a perspective. I don't want my daughter on no social media.
I don't
I don't want to.
disagree with
I don't
that.
need to hear that.
I don't disagree with that. I think Kanye is right. His daughter shouldn't be. on TikTok.
And then he posted
I
the thing
think
that said you're
Kanye
not
is
supposed to be
dead
on there if you
wrong
ain't
for
13 anyway. She not 13 yet.
No, I agree. I agree with. I think he's right in that stand. I don't think we need to know about all that.
But what other ways
I
he
don't
gonna go
think-
about it?
She don't let him. I don't
It
think
don't-
she has
what are
any
we
communication
doing?
with him.
We gonna put that pressure on our ass, bro. I'm
There ain't no
in Kim's
pressure.
DMs.
We're not. Nobody.
No.
We're not like.
But there
no
is pressure. There is pressure because Kim Kardashian is highly geared towards social media.
Right, she
She
a
reads
Libra.
that shit. That might matter to her versus him actually sitting in her face
Yeah,
and saying,
it
"I
does-
don't want my daughter on social media."
It does matter because she responded to him.
Immediately.
And that's the quicker response than the birthday party. I'll tell you that.
That's a fact.
And but he's doing shit talking about.
He said how he
Put-
felt.
He said she put a hit out on him and all kind. Like I'm just.
He didn't do it, but if he did, yo, listen, man, hit me up, bro.
We don't know what happened in their relationship, but I mean, who's the one that filed? She filed.
She filed.
Yeah.
And you know he's out here with 2 women in a hotel. He got a boo, but he's still talking about he's
I want
gonna
my
beat
family.
Pete Davidson up.
Yeah, Pete Davidson going.
Kanye's single because he don't want to be single. He has to be single. You know what I'm saying?
That's like the
He's the
universal
baby
thing.
dad that I want to beat up.
He's the type of dad you say
Yeah.
he wants to be.
Like,
The
get out of
baby
my
dad.
business. You're out here for the world to see. You're out here with women, and you worried about mine.
Yeah.
Well, she's mine now.
That's
dude.
that have
Pete
my
Davidson
cake and
Yeah,
eat it too.
yeah, that's the.
That's that have my cake and eat it too.
And that's
thing.
the and Pete Davidson should not feel anyway because Kanye's outside. He
Yeah.
outside like
Yeah.
before he got with the chick he was with. Before he went the day he went to dinner with the shorty for the first time, he was with 2 chicks in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Then he left that hotel room and went to dinner with her, and they've been together ever since. And so no, he don't got no reason to. Here's my thing. I've been in a marriage and have kids involved, and I know how the relationships can go crazy. But once your kids are old enough to be on social media, that means they can see everything that y'all are doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to think about that, and I would think about it on a much smaller level. Kanye and Kim Kardashian are 2 of the biggest figures in the country. Period. Them beefing is just terrible for them kids. It's just terrible for
Yeah.
the
I tell you what, if I was one of their kids and I was on the internet and I had to see all the shit my dad had on the internet, all the shit my mom had on the internet, I'd rather look at my dad's. Cause Kim, I'm gonna see a few sex tapes.
But we don't see.
But they with Kim. That's the other thing. The,
Yeah.
the mom is the
Sometimes
problem.
the mom don't need
What
to be.
what
the
did he
primary.
do? What did he do that she changed her number and he can't have it? Because he's asking.
You
for
can't.
other
You
people.
don't get the option to do that kind of stuff when you have children. That's how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
because it does not matter. Well, her kids have phones and stuff like that, but so what? You're their mom. You could take their phone because they did something wrong. You know what I mean? You need to maintain that communication.
So it doesn't matter if he's sending her.
That's not always true.
I think that you need to
when
maintain
he's
that
send- if
communication,
he's
especially
sending
they got
her-
little
and,
babies.
You know, he be
That's
going
not-
through it and he's sending her.
Paragraphs
She knew
and
he was crazy from the rip.
Exactly,
Why even mess with
exactly,
him?
I'll say
exactly.
this,
So
there
who
was-
can you be mad
Because
at
he's
but yourself?
Kanye.
There was
He's a genius.
there was a
He
time.
is a genius.
Most crazy people are geniuses.
By the time my son hit his teenage years and was able to have like adult conversations, me and my baby mom hardly ever spoke.
That's because
We
he's an
didn't
adult.
speak.
They have little kids that are like under 5. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
5, like that age.
but here's the other thing. When this relationship between me and the mother is problematic, it doesn't matter if we have kids.
So who pays for that though? The child. That's not fair.
It doesn't matter. If
It
Kanye,
does matter.
If Kanye,
Nobody wins when the family.
here's the thing,
feuds.
and I don't know what Kanye is doing, but if you got a man that is calling you at all hours, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, it's not about the kid no more. And now you're threatening to beat up my new boyfriend, and you're doing, that's not about the kid. Now you wilding.
But the thing that
So now I'm cutting off all contact.
if I was Kim, and the way that I would look at that is, first of all, you're a man and you need to handle that, because if I feel like romantically there's nothing that I need to talk to my estranged husband about, my man currently, if you got a problem with him saying that about you, then you as a man need to address it, period. And he's real quiet.
He should be quiet though. That's the adult thing to do.
Nah, that's the pussy thing.
What are you talking about? Everybody's not from the hood. Everybody doesn't want to
Them
fight.
people
Like,
are-
Now
them
we got to
people
go
are-
on the same record because what y'all are disregarding in Kanye's thing. The reason why he's getting mad at Pete, the reason why Kim can't just do this shit, he's in rap. We talking about ego, where everything that's done will be used against you. How the fuck you gonna go fuck this comedian the moment we get divorced? Now I gotta deal with Drake. Come on now, like you get what I'm saying?
Him and Drake are friends now.
That's some shit he gotta do
Okay.
with his pride. But if he's outside with other women, and she decides to move on, she just happened to move on to some dude that you was on the show with. Like she moved on to somebody. And who else would you think Kim Kardashian was gonna move on to? She's only dated people in the industry before you. What do you think she's gonna stop doing that after you?
We got another comment too. Bunny Velez, thank you for watching. She says,
He slam dancing a lot of things out here.
Bunny says, nah, I will block a baby dad real quick if he's acting retarded and disrupting my peace. He will get it together, which is true. But, and maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't have babies of my own just yet. But the way that I feel about it is I'm never, because I know I'm a product of an environment where I was raised with just my mom and then my dad was over there. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to slight my child because I fucked up and chose the wrong man to lay with and have kids, period. Because at the end of the day, that's still their father.
But that is speaking from a position of outside. Because once you're in it, once that drama starts hitting you every day, every single day is drama. Nah, I'm cutting you the fuck off. I'm done. Like you're not gonna destroy my life because we got a kid. Like I'm definitely not gonna let you fuck with my peace every single day because we got child.
But there's ways to not let it fuck with your peace.
I'm just saying, I heard her mom was
Yeah,
single.
lock him. Lock him and change your number. That's how you let it not mess with your peace.
Yeah, nah.
But then what happens when that baby starts asking for their dad?
But that person chose that. Here's the thing about women is women are always considering what's best for the man, what's best for the child, but they never consider what's best for them. And Kim actually did that this time, because Kim actually was like, I'm cutting you off. But listen, if anybody, there's not one person, I don't give a fuck blood or not. If you are causing me trauma every fucking day, I'm cutting you off on everything.
That's a fact. I agree. I agree with that.
Like I see both sides, but I see. I've been in the problem BD. I can't stand that. I want to punch your face. Like, and he's looking like that guy, putting it in the song. Everybody was playing it. Yeah. Like, come on.
And
man.
you're also dealing with someone who is a very powerful person now. So he's used to walking in rooms and everybody in the room does what he says.
I wouldn't.
He don't have that control right now. Right now, he can't say Kim do this. Kim does what she wants. Kim don't even need your fucking money. Kim's a billionaire on her by herself. So she don't gotta listen to you. She got your kids. They live with her. So they're gonna do what she says. And now you have to go through the shit that all baby dads have to go through when they separate. Like, this isn't unique to Kanye. You think there were so many times I hit my baby mom and I'm like, yo, I don't like this and that. And she's like, but I do. And he lives with me. And it's powerless. Like you have no power in that situation.
Billy just had to go punch a wall. That's it.
Yeah, like.
I hope they get it together, man.
But see, that's my thing. And can we stop spinning a narrative that you don't have power? You do have power. You need to go about it the right way. And if you got to go to court, you got to go to court. You got to do what you got to do. Because I don't think that. No, they don't. No, they don't.
My
In
homie,
PA, they do.
My homie lives in PA. He's from PA, and he won custody of his 2 children.
It doesn't matter if they're for the mother. At the end of the day, if what the mother is doing is detrimental to that child, that does not matter.
Man,
it's not always even about detriment. Like
no, he fought for.
I was in a
Yes,
situation.
it takes a while, but you got to put in that work for your kids.
So,
Listen,
my
I-
child halfway raised. Come on.
I'm speaking from somebody who went through the court system, did all of that. Like, and it was still hard till it wasn't. It's going to be hard until both parents get it along. Because whatever stipulations the court sets up, you can manipulate the rules within the rules. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what happens when there's anger still there. As long as one of the baby mom or the baby dad want to still be with each other, or they still got bad feelings from the relationship, they can't co-parent well. And I don't give a fuck about you fighting in court. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If y'all have to come to an agreement and work together, or it's gonna be fucked up. And Kanye's not there yet. Kanye's never been through this. This is new territory for him and Kim. So they've never had to separate. Now they got all these kids and that. So I'm watching him go through some shit that I went through in my 20s. I mean, I'm not there no more. My kid, like we're in a better place now. But when you first break up and the feelings are still there, and you see him with the new woman or the new man, and you're, oh, fuck him, and you can't tell this to my kids, and yeah,
Making songs.
because it be them dudes that nobody's touching my baby mom, nobody's touching my wife, nobody.
We got another comment. Kendra says, if he's destructive, harassing, or saying/doing inappropriate things, yes, parent or not, he's cut off, because that means he's traumatizing the child or children, which isn't in their best interest. Sometimes being a parent is protecting your kids from other parent that may have an addiction, or in Ye's instance, untreated mental illness, which is true.
Don't take them from me. Listen.
Yeah. I hope they work it out though.
Yeah, I really do hope that they work it out.
Right.
Too. Like,
Right. I mean, I hope that they do what's best for the kids, period.
but
That's
when
what
them
it's
kids-
all
but
about.
When kids hit their teenagers and they start going.
It's
through
too
school,
late. They going,
they
North
gonna
is
be
on
like, yo,
TikTok now.
Your mom did this. Your mom did that. Like, you know, her past is gonna catch up to her again.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So
if I had kids and I was in
Hopefully
a
it works
spotlight
for
like that,
the
I
best.
probably wouldn't let my kid have TikTok neither, because I don't want them exposed to
yeah.
other people's opinions of me.
So what happened to Willow?
But Kanye's
Yes.
right. That's the part that's frustrating me with this. Kanye's right with this, and it's because he already had a crazy past while everybody's gonna automatically jump on Kim's side. She's wrong in everything she's doing. How fast she moved on. All right, even from a perspective,
How fast he moved on.
Kanye.
he dated
Kanye's
after
past-
her. He dated after her.
No.
Kanye's past didn't get crazy until his mom died.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, he dated all right. At the end of the day, it's still a respect. You don't introduce new partners to your former, person, child until I think some time went by. A year, isn't that what y'all said last time I was here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Wishing y'all all the best. Hope the kids are okay, because y'all really don't. Y'all got your own shit to handle.
It's
Yeah.
fucked up people trying
Go
to
back
have-
inside, Kanye.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, bro. My bad. That drone was just any
Yo,
prison
bro.
break.
I'm
Yo.
sorry. I'm sorry. We
Yo,
got-
All right, I see you, man.
All right,
Babe,
bye.
I love you. Don't let them get me killed today.
You all in the camera, nigga. Yo, you just made that the worst transition.
The worst this entrance ever.
I'm on my way to go do this show though, man.
No, bro, all I got was the
TCP,
detail. That was
fucking
the
love
single I
y'all,
got.
man.
I was like, all right.
Bro,
Bro,
always a
always.
pleasure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'm gonna hit y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back again soon.
See ya.
All right, Bonnie, you
See
good?
ya.
I'll be back again soon, y'all.
Word.
Don't forget
Hand me
about
that.
me.
Why you
February
moving around? Hand me that shit
26th.
right there. Don't put it on the camera. Can we do that?
February 26th, we
Hollywood,
have Room and
no.
Rhyme.
Nah. Yes, February 26th. Room of Rhyme. My guy right here, one of the hosts.
I
And
apologize, everybody. I just want that to be known.
It's cool. It's cool.
yeah, it's for sure.
It's cool.
We'll move on to the next topic though. So AJ Johnson,
Ew.
who was Shireen in House Party, and she was Mama in Baby Boy, and she recently revealed. I think she was on a show with Angela Yee.
Yeah, lip service.
It was lip service, and she revealed that for her 50th, she brought her 50th birthday in with a threesome, and I wasn't mad at that.
That's what's up.
That's how you bring in a 50th. And then she said with two men, and then the internet went
changed.
crazy. I have said on this show before, two men and a woman, to me, in my recollection, was a train.
Not necessarily.
But she described it as
Beautiful.
as
Sensual.
she described it as a dance with three people, a waltz even, and she described it as a beautiful thing.
Hmm. She said it was beautiful. She was like that they pretty much traded off. Like it was never them at the same time in her. They kind of like, and she said like they was loving all over her body pretty much. Like they made love to her. They were talking to her in French. She's fluent in that language. So it was like straight French the whole time.
They were never both
One kissed and
in the same hole?
at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like it was never like a train, like in the sense of balls are slapping at the same time. You know what I mean? It's not like that.
Like porn.
Yeah, not one in the pink, one in the stink. It was like I made love to you and then I'm making love to you.
Wow.
And she said it was sensual and it was beautiful.
That's not how trains went in the hood.
I know. I believe it. Can't say I know, but I believe it.
I wouldn't know.
How do trains go in the hood? Don't say it if you ain't gonna elaborate, nigga. How do trains go in the hood?
Okay, so there's been some things that I've seen, and it didn't look sensual. So I think that's why there's a lot of people who don't look at the threesome. They don't call it a threesome when it's two men and a woman. I think they probably look at it like what they've seen. Because the thing is,
like a gangbang.
When girls are young and they come outside early, I'll say it like that, and boys are coming outside early, they experiment, and the trains look more like abuse than a waltz. It looks more like,
yeah, because they not making love, they fucking you. That's what it is. They're not making love, they're fucking you. One after the other, they're fucking you, and they're treating you like an object versus appreciating and celebrating your body.
Right.
Yeah. And we don't know what Shireen went through, AJ Johnson. We don't know how hers was. She said she described it as
Beautiful.
I'll say this. I have a woman that is very near and dear to my heart, and she described an experience like that to me that she had. And she described it very similar to her agent. She said that it was great. Like, she had a great time. The guys were respective. They're still friends to this day. And I was like,
oh no.
I was like, oh. I just listened. I still was, my view of it was still like, but yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to be in that situation.
No.
Because
I couldn't see me in that situation. That's what it is. I couldn't see me in that situation and be looking at the woman like this was a work of art or something. Because that's not how
you would look at it like I'm not putting my mouth on this bitch. She just, that's exactly how you would look at it.
Even if her body is a work of art and you feel like that, there's another sword in the room.
Yeah. It ain't going to be.
Y'all don't want to play with the lightsabers?
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, I don't knock her at all. She sounded like she loved it, and I mean,
I don't look at her anyway.
I don't look at her any type of way. I don't look at any woman that does that any type of way because it's your vagina and it's not mine.
Because
you know what I mean?
Like, that's how you bought 50 in. That's what's up.
I was just
50-year-old single woman.
I was raised different in the sense that I could never, like, I just could never. I would feel like I'm an object and I'm being used here, like.
But also because you ain't 50. So what if you went through your whole life?
I mean, shit, when I turn 50, I might have a bang up fucking time. I don't know. You never know.
What if you're at 50 and you're like,
yeah, I'm bored.
Let me try it. I'm single still, and I don't got, I mean, the kids ain't in the house or whatever is going on.
And you know, there's going to be people that say there's a double standard, but me personally, I do not want to be in the bed with another man.
No.
That's just
you
me.
don't want to wake up
a
in the sandwich
with me and a man and a woman right now would never happen. It just wouldn't happen.
It's not a double standard. It's just that's just not.
But and I'm not judging. It's because that would give me no benefit. It would not. It would not do anything.
So y'all
to
would
me.
do threesomes with 2 women, but not with another man and a woman.
Yes, not because of any standards. Only because one would be sexy to me and the other one wouldn't.
Would not be. Yeah.
You don't have to pay that, and that's the thing about it. She said that the men were friends.
That's what's up.
It doesn't
So,
matter.
I
That would
mean-
make it worse. Here's to me, and I'm not saying how she's explaining it because, however, whatever works for him,
That's her perspective,
great.
yeah.
Me and my dudes, we never seen each other's dicks,
Nah.
and I don't want to.
Gangstalicious.
Like I don't want to see none of my boys with their clothes on.
None of them. And I don't think the relationship will be the same afterwards.
I mean, and that's the thing. I don't think that's not something that me and my friends are into either. We all have different types, and I'm so grateful for that. But I don't know. It might be the morals that are in me that it's just something that I can't see myself doing it. First of all, I would feel like I'm being attacked. Because why are the both of you here? Like, I'm being serious because why are you guys here? Exactly. Why are the both of you here? Who called you? Like, oh, I set this up myself. All right, well, then I better enjoy it. Like, no. She said when she laid down and it started, her first thoughts were, I'm doing this. Oh, my God, I'm doing this. Yeah, you can't undo it either. And now everybody knows about it, too.
That I mean,
but
because
she told.
yeah, she told. It wasn't
I
me.
mean, yeah, she's proud of it. And at the end of the day, like I said, well, she don't make me shit. Your vagina, you got it, girl. You got it. And if you enjoyed it, I mean, I'm here for it. I'd probably watch the porno if it was a porno, but I don't want to do that myself.
Nah, and I
mean,
think.
But I would
that's
watch
what's up
it.
for her.
Yeah,
I would watch it.
and that's the thing. Like I've grown to the point because as a kid I would have been like, oh, she's this, she's that. I don't believe that.
Nah, she's in control
But
of her sexuality.
The older I get, I'm like, yo, everybody likes sex. Women, men, gay, straight, it don't matter. Everybody likes sex. Some people like it more than others. You know what I mean? And if you want to do something and you're single and you're not hurt, like that's the other thing. She's single. Nobody was hurt.
She ain't hurt anybody.
That's her business. Who the fuck cares?
She
Like,
won.
We got a comment. Kendra's still tuned in. Thank you for so much for watching. She goes, Dame ain't slick. He left before the hot topics. He knew. He said, let me get out of here. She already going to take my kids from me.
he was waiting for this topic too, but it took too long for us to get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I don't,
spicy. Shout out to AJ Johnson. I mean, shit.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
won.
And I'm a fan. I'm a fan from Baby Boy and House Party. I'm a fan.
That's a fact. And even her therapy stuff she's doing now.
She's doing therapy.
Oh
now,
yeah,
too?
yeah.
If
You gotta
know,
watch it. I'll
I'm
send you the link.
100%. I'm a therapy.
She's
fan.
like almost like an Ayanla.
Okay, where like on TV?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
check
send
that
it to
out.
you. I think it's called Love Therapy or Life
I'm glad
Therapy.
she's
something like
winning.
that. She is, exactly, and she's beautiful.
Shout
So
out
I'm here
to
for
that's
it.
the other thing. Like, she does still look good for 50.
She works out daily. You can look at her and tell.
Whatever she is.
Yeah.
Women are taking control of their sexuality, and the sad thing is that it kind of makes men uncomfortable. But so what? Because y'all been doing this forever.
Well, here's the thing: why it makes men uncomfortable? Because
Why?
men are becoming more.
Emotional.
Men are becoming more like the young.
And look at us.
Like 30 and down.
Well, not us, but them.
No,
Men-
it's all men.
More,
Not
more,
just no age.
more emotional,
'cause-
right?
Because cats were sensitive years ago, but they were walking around as tough guys.
Acting like it didn't.
Walking
Now
around
they're
as
showing.
tough guys. Like, some of us know.
We know you in real life.
Some of us know. Some of us know the stories. You're not who you say you are.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Which is
were.
Yeah.
Sensitivity it's embraced more now, but I feel like it's almost like the roles have been reversed in the sense that we were so soft, but we've had to kind of adapt to the times, and within that adaptation, the roles are completely reversed, and we are now the
what's
masculine
happened is-
females.
What's happened is because women have stopped giving a fuck and stopped trying to be what
Some of us
what's
still
the-
give a fuck.
but women have stopped trying to be what society says they should be,
Right.
and now they're starting to be comfortable in their own skin and make their own choices and not caring about the labels that society gives them, the hoes, the this, the that, the
That shit is
whatever.
cute to some of
The-
these
the-
girls.
They
Like,
don't care about none of that now.
The gold diggers.
So now that
Mm-hmm.
their women became like that, it made men more emotional because even before that, men, we all know, especially in the hood, men only die over 2 reasons. It's either money
Or a woman.
or a woman. So that's how powerful women have always been.
That's history, though.
That have always been. You know what I mean? So, but now that women are on that type of time where they're like doing whatever, so they not only they fucking this guy, and they don't have emotional ties to you. Some of them, they cheating back now. They doing all of this shit that they never was doing before.
I can't wait till she cheats on you.
So now men are getting emotional because they have to deal with this shit on like men were always, but now they're dealing with the shit that we did.
And plus,
we can't deal with a woman that acts like us.
Social media made it so you can see it.
Yeah.
Because they be in their feelings, and I laugh.
Yeah.
They be
in their feelings.
And the crazy shit is
they be in their
you can really see it on social media because the women are posting these sexy ass pictures with the quotes that show that they don't give a fuck, and men are like attacking women with the these if you wifing women, they're all hoes, you're stupid. If you now you a simp if you wine and dine your woman,
right?
Like because every man's so scared of looking stupid now because of how women are moving.
I don't know a man that does not have trust issues. If you're out there, inbox me because we might be able to bond. I'm single now.
You can tell also with
I didn't always. I didn't
with
always.
The like it seems like these dudes hate women.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Like
very much so.
But
very much so. But they've created the woman, the modern woman, these younger women. It came from how we were treated, how we were talked to, how we were disrespected and disregarded, and how they glorified whores for so many years. Y'all glorified the fuck out of these whores, these IG models, the regular hoes that's in the, y'all wife them bitches.
And that's why men can't deal with the monsters that they created.
At all.
Because men did create these monsters.
Yeah.
And now that these women are not necessarily
we
monsters,
start pulling a you on you, y'all don't like
now
that.
Now that they don't give a fuck and they doing what they want to make themselves happy, men they hate that woman.
Yeah.
They hate what.
Now y'all want the Felicia Rashads and y'all want those women.
That's why I say that the relationships in 10, 15 years, relationships are going to be dead. Nobody's going to be in a relationship. Everybody's going to be fucking, talking, and moving on. Like, I don't
That's
see...
horrible. I think that's trash.
But just look at
social media
Look
realm.
at the trajectory. Everybody's social media. And now they're making it worse with this metaverse shit. Everything is fake now. Nothing is real no more. And I just see, in 15 years, mark my words, relationships are going to be the minority.
What were you saying, Zoe?
I forgot.
Did I cut you off right before?
I don't even know.
But yeah,
yes, you did. It's like, I'm playing, sorry.
We had to roll back the tape.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I agree completely with you. And about those, it's sad that we're here, but how do we undo it? I feel like we as women have to do better. And that's just, maybe it's because I'm a woman that I feel like that, but I feel like men will follow our lead because every time you see a great man behind him, usually is an impeccable woman. They need to learn how to lead again, and we need to learn how to be.
Sometimes it's an incredible man behind it.
No, they're not going to follow, cuz, and that's the thing. No, it is true because this younger generation and the ones that have come up and they become like, they're not going to follow. No, they want to be the leaders.
Here's what the good women are competing against now. Like the good women that have all the wife qualities, they're competing against easy pussy.
Aim, high five, cuz.
and social media is here now. So we're not going backwards. It's never going to get better.
No, we're not. We're not because
now easy pussy is at the swipe of your finger.
Swipe at the finger, swipe of a snap, all of that.
But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be what you want. But you have, as a man, you have to have already gone through your shit to be ready to even be ready for a real woman. Because most men, we have that period where we ain't just settling down just because we gotta be outside before we settle down.
Could have the perfect girl in your lap, and you still want.
Everybody's different though, because I like me and my brother. I did stuff that he didn't. Like it's just like anybody else. Some people can settle down and
That must be like in the genes, because my brother was nothing like me.
Me either.
Bro,
Me
like,
either.
like he started out a little crazy, but then my brother was mature by like 16. I'm looking at him like, how?
I didn't want my it
vice
ain't like I
versa
did
for me.
anything bad, but I didn't want my brother doing what I knew he could be better than me, because I knew
I was at
I knew young that I would want to knock somebody's head off and not think about it the next day, but I didn't want him to be like that.
I was 5 years older than I am 5 years older than my brother, but back then, like, I wouldn't, when I knew I was going out to do some shit that I knew was fucked up, I would never bring him. And he would ask, like, Pooh, come on, like, he would beg sometimes when he was young. He
Is
probably
that what the
remembered it.
older siblings think? Because my sisters never took me nowhere with them when they was growing up, so y'all was on some
I had
shit.
to take my brother
So I was-
around everywhere until I was like 14, and I had to cut the cord because I was a freshman.
You were a different man back then.
The separation of, you know what I mean, how we were going in our ages was different. Like I had to take him everywhere with me since I was like 8.
Like, I was ashamed of certain shit back then. Like my brother would be like, oh, I want to, Pooh, take me with you. If I knew I was going to, like, smoke weed or, like, drink somebody's, I would never bring him because I was, like, 16, 17, and I'm like, so if
When
I'm
you
17,
turn 16,
he's
I
12,
don't want you
know what
doing
I mean?
that shit. Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, nah, you can't come
You
outside.
can't come for this one, yeah.
And he hated it then, but
He appreciates it now.
now he's always been more responsible than me. My brother's been he's been more responsible than me, and he matured quicker than me. And I think that's because
He watched you fuck up.
yeah, that he saw me fucking. Not only did he watch me fucking
Real
up, but
shit,
he
he watched you
watched
fuck
me
up.
getting in trouble for it. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
so
Ray, you gotta come
Like
on
you-
here because I need to hear about
Glad-
this ass
Glad
whooping.
they're able to learn from us.
Right, right. But you know what? I look at it almost like the parent thing too, because my mom, when I was growing up, every kid I think does that. I used to be like, Mom, I want to be just like you when I grow up. My mom used to look me in my face and get on my level and be like, I don't want you to be like mommy. I want you to be better than me.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you did the responsible thing. You should be proud of yourself.
and that's how I used to feel about Brand. Like I used to tell him shit like
You
that.
still
like,
feel like
I
that about
want
your
you
brother.
To be better than me, and yeah, and it was just us in our house. I mean, like when it's just you only got one other sibling, you know, like I mean, one other sibling in the crib. It's like, yo, like I gotta look out for you. Like I'm your third parent.
Yeah. Because when my parents were at work,
You was
it
looking
was
out
just
for
us
them.
too in the
Yeah.
summertime. Almost all summer.
Right, lit.
And now, as adults, because I did that, even though I'm moving in the right direction in business, there's some people that still look at my brother like he's the straight and narrow and pull a little wild. That's the that's the wild child over there.
The accuracy.
The accuracy.
But don't get it fucked
Wow.
up. Don't get it fucked up though. Cause my cousin is with the shit. So,
He's still away.
look, right. Listen, he still got it in him. Don't try him.
So listen, AJ Johnson, she did this for her 50th birthday, and that seemed like something probably she wanted to do if it happened on her 50th birthday. So my question is to y'all: is there any like sexual bucket lists y'all got? Like some things that y'all want to knock off your?
I have a ton of shit on my bucket list.
A bunch.
A ton of shits on my bucket
Wow.
list.
On your sexual bucket list?
I've done.
Wow.
These
most-
niggas is boring.
Wow.
It's like, no, let me stop. No, really, I do have a ton of stuff on my bucket list that I want to do, but the way I am with myself, like, I put respect on my pussy. I can't just be out here doing everything with
everybody.
a temporary person. You know what I mean? So I think I'm kind of waiting till I find my equal, the
I
person
think
who I
more-
can
more
completely
women-
lose it with sexually. You know what I mean? Like, where I feel so comfortable that I'll show you the inside of my asshole. Like, that guy is going to get it all.
More women need to think like that because a lot of women are hitting these fantasies with
Which is
dudes-
why I
with
say
temporary
we
dudes.
as women have to do better, because until we change the way that we carry ourselves, nothing else is going to change.
Because there was a time. I'm of the generation that I saw where there was a time when you had to work to get it.
Yeah.
The
And-
30-day
and
the
now
30-day thing.
I see that nobody has to work. Like
Not at all. Which is why you have grown ass women would experience being celibate.
yeah.
Because it's crazy and it's sad because you might be celibate until you check, because you might not find a man who respects that enough. Some men look at that shit like it's a fucking trophy. Like, oh, she's celibate. Let me talk to her. I bet you I can. That's not. She's not doing it for you, my guy. She's doing it for her.
But that's why one woman can't change it, because there's too many.
That's why I said we. It has to be a universal we thing, and
Social
there's
media
still going to.
changed that, because here's the thing: before social media, you had to search for the hoes in your hood. Now, you know where the hose is at. Like the hose is on your timeline every day.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't gotta look no more. So that gives the good girls competition. Now the good girls are turning the hoes to keep up with the hoes.
But that's the thing, and that's exactly why I feel like maybe I am the last of a dying breed. I will never. There's certain things that I just won't do. Like, the morals in me are so strong. I'll never sell myself like that. And I'm so happy. I said it the other day on the show. I'm so happy I didn't have to fuck to get here. You know what I mean? There are ways around it. You're enough. Like, you're enough. Put some respect on your pussy. Put some respect on your name. Like,
and that's the thing.
Make these men work.
Where it got fucked up is when women got empowered and they was like, oh, I fuck who I want. I do what I want. It kind of got the game fucked up when they started doing what they want. Everybody started thinking that was fuck immediately. And that doing what you want means I don't care what you think. That don't mean I'm going to give up the pussy quick to everybody.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like, you still have to respect yourself.
Right.
And if you have no respect for yourself, how can you expect other people to respect you? Give them something to respect.
Or be the ones that are posting, I want a man that, I'm only fucking with a man that does blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. When you're a woman that the whole hood done touched.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like Kevin Samuel to some of these women. Like, I'm looking at them like, do you deserve what you're asking for? Let's look at you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's really talk about it.
Peace to my timeline, because I don't have ratchet Facebook.
I got a bunch.
I
got a bunch. Maybe I need
have,
to clean that shit up.
I have the two. So one is the ratchet one, and the other one is completely like business people.
Like, you know, we all know what happened this weekend, and like I was refreshing, and I'm like, yo, nobody on my timeline is talking about this. Like,
because
yo, peace to y'all, yo.
No,
different caliber.
And here's the thing between both of y'all and me. My page is from 2009.
Mine is from 05.
Mine is new.
So
mine
I
is from
have
05.
Mine is new.
Oh no, but your
My
original
old
one.
page is from 05.
Yeah, my
we have
original's
more comments,
from
guys.
08. I wish I could get back on that.
Okay, so Kendra, thank you. She says, ditto, that's what I tell our young queens. I want you to be better than mommy. And being the oldest of my siblings, I had that other parent responsibility too, so I totally get it. She goes on to say, we think like that, but the guys be uptight on the low. So there becomes a stigma about being looked at as a freak if they get too wild. All true.
Because, listen, there's things that I do at home in my 18-year relationship that if someone let me do that in the first week that I know them,
I mean,
it's different. Like, yo, it's different than just having sex than you just letting me
make it
cool. Do whatever.
Make it cool to slut your wife out again. Right. Seriously, make it cool to slut your wife out. Like, why is marriage no longer a goal?
Because of the way, because what we just talked about, the way women think now, and because they're empowered now, makes men look at them as objects now.
But it's crazy because here I am. Sorry, so I didn't mean to cut you off. Right. I'm trapped in this generation of the in between the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right in the between.
And it sucks. I hate it here.
Also, the evolution of how the family structure has been broken down.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
they removed the fathers from our homes.
Right. So, you know, that makes that whole family ecosystem totally different.
Everything to do with it. And the man should lead the household. But a lot of people have that misconstrued because they took the fathers out of the home like we were just talking about. And now mom has to be super independent. And we're so used to seeing it that it's become okay. And it's become regular. It's not. It's trash.
And that's where we get all these men that didn't have a father or a male figure in their life.
Mm-hmm. They became their mama man.
We're not just gonna skip over this bucket list. So, give me something. I brought up the shit and nobody said nothing. We're gonna give something to the people.
And when I tell you that this is, I guess it speaks towards my character. This is just certain things I haven't done yet. I've never been fucked on the balcony yet, and I
What?
can't wait.
Footprints on the glass.
Nigga, ugh.
I have. You want to talk about it?
Look, no, I don't want to talk about it. I still have PTSD.
Yo,
Wow.
I was sitting.
me and my cousin went on vacation together. My wife was there, and Kay, shout out to Kay, and
Savage.
yo, we all was there, and they came in my room unexpectedly.
No, it wasn't
Why
unexpected.
didn't you lock the door?
Or
You didn't know they were
no,
going out the balcony
no, they didn't come in like during.
the night before.
Yeah, it was so we was all chilling. We came in my room. We still doing the after party.
I came in, I had a seat,
And they went on the balcony.
and I had a seat, and as soon as I sit, I'm
We're in
looking at
Bermuda,
the
too.
I'm looking at the glass in front of me. I was like, that's a footprint. I was like, cuz it's a footprint. And then I'm like, I know my cousin, so I'm like, that's your footprint, cuz like cuz she tried to play it off. She tried to play it off like, oh no, it's not. It's probably just a handprint from when they were cleaning. I'm like, nah, nigga, I know your feet. That's your footprint. And then I started thinking even further, and I'm like, fuck, I'm sitting in the seat. Like, I hopped up immediately. Immediately. I'm scarred.
Listen, there was no seats
I'm
used
scarred.
during this recording.
What about this? Am I safe?
Wow.
No, you're good. You're good.
I mean, yeah, but it's on my bucket list, and that's just because I have not found the right man. Like, I'm still in between of the younger generation is trash, not trash, but like they think some of their thought processes are trash, and then I have the older generation, and all of them are already married. So here I am stuck in between. I have not found the right person that I want to do those kinds of things with yet. I'm not fucking any nigga on the balcony that does not care about me for real. I'm not laying with a man that does not give a fuck about me. Period.
If you're gonna do it on the balcony, make sure the scenery is right.
I mean, if you're on a balcony, I will hope the scenery's right.
Now, some people
The
on
balconies that I go to don't have bad scenery because you know me.
some people be in
The balconies that I
Bronx.
see, I be on some fly shit because I don't even date those kind of people who are not on the same type of time that I'm on. So when I meet my man, we fucking on the balcony. You don't have to fuck me on the balcony, and I know you're gonna be okay with it
No,
because
but
you're
that's
gonna be.
we gotta go back to this. You can't just give it to anybody. The balcony gotta be for somebody special.
I just said that. Basically, like I'm not. I mean, I'm single right now. If my husband's out there watching, where are you at? The fuck, the balcony's waiting for us.
So you got one?
I got one, and I posted about it years ago, and it pops up on my time hop from time to time. Well, every year. Like my fantasy is to be with one woman the rest of my life.
Wait.
I swear, like yo,
No, hell no.
I'll
Hell no.
standing fucking ovation. He's serious.
That's where I'm
He's
at.
I
serious.
want to check my DM because I want to make sure that this wasn't.
Look at him. He's
Are you
serious.
look at my blink if you're under any kind of
I'm
duress.
serious. Like,
He's serious, and that shit right there, that shit right there
I'm
is what sets
46.
you apart from any other man.
I've seen the world. I've done a lot of things.
That shit is
like,
impeccable. I
let
love
me
it
be
even.
with one woman.
I'd make a great bridesmaid. Just
Let me
saying.
have sex with one woman. That's it. I'm good.
I'd make a great bridesmaid. It's
I'm
only
good
right.
with that. And like I posted
only
a few
right.
years ago, it comes up on my time hop, and I'd be like, yeah, that's where I'm at.
But you've been through life to
Yeah.
get to that point.
Right.
Because you wouldn't have been at that point 10 years ago, right? Like
No.
you had to grow to for that. So I mean, I dig it.
No, 10 years. Yeah. No. 10 years ago, I wasn't because I just got divorced. So yeah.
Do you feel like your fantasy for yourself is to hit that maturity where you will want that one person?
I'm there.
That's the fantasy part of it?
No, that's what I want.
That's the other thing, because it's not really fantasy. That actually can be your reality, and it actually is a reality that you could be building right now.
You know what?
What's the fantasy part of it?
You know
though?
what? We're not even going to ask you next week if you got buns or not, nigga. You about to get your dick shut.
We know he fucking
Look, listen here.
That's for sure.
Oh, all right.
And you know what? When it pops up on my time hop, I put it on the page.
Yeah, seriously, do it. Because, and when I tell you I clap for real, I would have stood up and gave you a standing ovation if this fucking skirt wasn't so short. But when I tell you that shit right there is goals, that's the type of man that I would aspire to find. Where the fuck are you? Find me.
They have to grow into that.
They do have to grow up. So what the fuck? So how old are you now? If you don't mind me
46.
asking. Okay, so if you are 45 and up, inbox me if you're on that type time. No,
It takes
seriously,
some-
maybe I
honestly,
need to
Even
find an
people-
older
some
man
people
because
my
these.
age ain't even there.
A lot of men in their 40s ain't there, but I'll tell you this, as a man, that's about the age where you get there and you tired of all of the other shit. Like, you just tired. And you like, yo, I'm ready to just
But
chill.
my thing is this. Let me
peace.
ask you this because you're a man and you guys are both up here. So why do men date before they are ready for that? Like, they will find a woman that they know is the perfect woman and is ready for that.
Some of them,
and they'll still.
I didn't date anybody perfect.
Because some of them, they can't fuck without the relationship.
Well, not perfect, but you know what I mean? Like somebody that's at your point now where you're like, I just want to be serious. And y'all will have that girl.
Because some of us, you wait, you want somebody to put you there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't put there.
In a lot of other countries, women usually marry older men. We actually know someone who said that to us. They do that because men mature so much slower and they have to sell their royal oats. Is that how y'all feel it really is now that both of you are in your 40s? Like, do you feel like you had to sell your royal oats and get some shit off your chest before you could actually want to sit down and get tired of all the bullshit?
It was like when I was in my mid-20s when I wanted to be with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was when I came home. It was when I came home after, I was gone for 6 years, and when I came home, it was like, it would be nice to have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But nobody I was with put me to where I wanted to be with just them be with them forever. Early.
Yeah.
Until I got older and it was like the game is whack.
It is, and that's
what, like, part of
So I guess it's life experience.
For me, it was never really about like me getting tired of doing what I was doing. I got tired of chaos. I mean, like I'm still like, I'm growing into that, but like I got tired. There comes a point where you just want simple. Like, I want simple. I want peace. I don't want the bullshit. And
I don't want the drama.
But honestly, and this is the crazy part for me. When I was doing me, when I was young and doing me, there was no chaos. There was no chaos until I was trying to settle down, and I got disloyalty and cheating, and I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the right thing, and this is what I'm getting. The junk was crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, men go through, and that's the thing why relationships ain't gonna work now, because all of these men now are distrusting.
Don't say that.
But that's the thing. Men are looking at women.
The fuck, I'm still out here.
Men are looking at women like they're presenting themselves on social media, and it's not all of them, but but the ones that are presenting themselves, period, are presenting themselves in a way that men are like, I just want to fuck.
I legitimately
hate
it here.
You know what? Another thing.
I hate it here.
A lot of the city girls and the city boys,
they don't even support that. But you know what's crazy? A lot of them don't even support that and are way different in real life.
They don't belong on the team anyway.
Which is true. I agree. And I'm just sad. Again, I'm sad as hell because I'm just stuck in between this generation where here I am single, and we have on one end that they don't want anything and they're over it, and toxic is cool, and if it's not toxic, it's not love. And then you have the older ones who are already married. And I don't date married men because I do
the
have
older
morals.
ones and the younger ones are coming from two different perspectives too.
And I'm stuck in the middle.
Our generation didn't look at relationships like a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of us might have been outside, but we never looked at relationships like these kids now are outside and they look at their relationships like,
ew.
Why the fuck would I want to be tied down to one person? Like, so that's where the headspace is at. That's why I see it going to relationships about to be the minority.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody, both of my grandparents, my parents, they were together until.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I saw, that's something that I saw
still together
was
to
real.
this day. 6
Everybody
years.
doesn't see that in their life as real.
Exactly. That's why I look at it like my grandparents are the epitome. Like, they've been married for 60 years. It does not happen like that anymore.
Like, I didn't have Big Mama's house.
Oh, I still got Big Mama's house. Shout out to
like,
Stella. Love you.
We didn't even have shit like Nick Cannon's doing right now. Like we just saw that
Lord.
Nick Cannon didn't
In my
announce-
Khaled voice.
He doesn't
Another.
announce another one.
Another one.
Another one.
But that goes right in the relationship bag. Nick Cannon is one who has spoken out and said that he will never be in a relationship again. He'll never be monogamous with anyone again. He'll never be married again.
Mariah
after
ruined him?
Mariah.
He doesn't have to be though.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He
But
does not.
he's just saying like
Shit, we done saw all these random people come after Mariah. That's okay and with the shits.
But his logic is, I'm going to build relationships with people. There's no reason for me to be tied and committed to one when there's so many people in the world. I'm traveling the world. I'm building.
How can you
relationships.
build a relationship with somebody and focus solely on that relationship when you have multiple people involved?
Because the relationship's not monogamous.
I mean, I get it, and
You
that
build
works for them, I
but
guess.
But even you, like, you build relationships with people that you're not in a relationship with, right? Like, you have relationships, not even just men, women, everything. You have relationships.
If
with
I want to
people-
keep them around me, I'm not like that because I don't build relationships. I'm nice to people and I'm cordial.
Okay, but you have friends. You have people that you talk
Real
to. on a regular
friends,
basis.
yeah.
Those are relationships.
They're real friends though, and those are people that are around me on a daily, and I'm
That's-
going to stay
But
around.
that's
them.
his,
Yeah, it's
that-
not
that's
a,
his,
it's not a friends
Yeah,
on
you
the
know what I
way
mean?
to something.
Exactly.
His explanation is, I'm gonna treat life like that. Like I'm not gonna be tied down to nobody because to him
He don't gotta be.
that's a Western civilization type of thing.
Just
That
Which
nigga
is-
must have
which
been. He got hit on the
just
side
say
with a
I
coconut.
want to
It's okay.
smash what I want.
Just say you're a polygamist. Like if you see, but that's the thing too. I see him having all these kids, and is he in relationships with these women at all? No.
No, none of them.
That's
but they're
what
all cool with it.
they.
That's because
He got bread.
Yeah.
And he's telling you, I'm gonna take care of them. You're good for the rest of your life. Why wouldn't they do it?
game is tight.
Especially in a day and age like this, when these women know they done been through 10 dudes that didn't work. So they find a dude that says, I want to knock you up and make you financially secure for the
And
rest
I'm
of your
going to be
life.
completely
you should try
transparent with
pimping.
you.
It will work.
And
for you.
yeah, and he's telling you the truth. I'm going to take care of you the rest of your life with my child, and I'm going to fuck other women. You have so now you got a choice to make.
He should try pimping.
And once you say okay, now this is a mutual agreement.
That's. I'll just keep my opinion to myself on that one.
I mean, it sounds wild, but yeah.
But listen, cause to a woman who thinks like you're tired of the bullshit. You're tired
Facts.
of it. So just think of a woman who's at her wit's end, and Nick Cannon, this
So if Nick Cannon came to me
multi-millionaire,
tomorrow and said,
I want to make you one of my baby's mom. I'll change your life forever. You just don't, even if you ain't gonna accept. Don't tell me you wouldn't even think about it.
I consider it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Absolutely.
I consider it. However, I don't think that I would accept it
Okay,
because
but-
I don't want to raise I don't want to raise a child in an environment that does not have their mother and their father together on a daily basis.
But that can happen anyway. So
It can happen. It can happen anyway, but it's up to us to work together to make it not.
And listen, so,
I'm not
so
gonna sign up for it. That's
so-
what I'm saying.
so listen,
I'm not gonna sign up for it.
What you're saying is the honorable thing to do, and that's what like a stand-up woman should do. But these women who have been through all of the bullshit,
I have been through all of the
Some of
bullshit.
these-
I done had men die. I've been cheated on.
some of these women.
I've been.
But listen. Some of these women are, they like fuck it. I'm done with relationships because of all the bullshit I've been
But the
through.
crazy thing
And
is,
this
all
dude
of these
is-
women are well off. You do not need that man's
They're
money.
not all well off.
Most of them are.
Some of them are wild out girls. They work for him. They're
Oh,
employees.
never mind. I didn't know that.
Yeah, some of
that
them
is
women-
right. They are.
So
yeah.
they're not. None,
So
none
he's
of-
taking advantage.
Yes.
Basura.
He's changing these women's lives. Like
Call me Nick.
that's the difference. Like a lot of women are saying, "Oh, I wouldn't," but you would.
I would consider it, but
because if you're single and you don't have a
and you know
a
what? He
man
does
and
seem
kid-
like he's a good dad. Like I see him with his kids.
What if he says, "I'm gonna knock you up. I'm gonna give you 20 racks a month,"
You got Nick Cannon's information?
and that's probably the deal. I don't know.
Let me stop
Nobody
now.
knows the
I
deal
couldn't do
that he
Right.
has with them.
No, I couldn't do it.
But I'm
10
pretty
years
su-
from now, y'all gonna see me
His
pregnant by
game
Nick
is
Cannon.
tight though.
I'm pretty sure that 20 grand a month is close to what the women are getting.
I couldn't. I don't know. I'm not in. I have to. My character is just a little different. I can't.
But that's
You
the
gonna
thing.
have to
So many
love
people-
me, like.
So many people.
that's a business arrangement to co-parent.
Yeah.
It's not a relationship.
They
And
don't
plus-
have a relationship.
And plus, he's sick,
And
so
yeah.
he doesn't know when he's gone.
He don't know.
when
Yeah, he's
gone.
terminally ill. He got a sickness that he'll always have, and it'll probably kill him.
Even though he'll probably outlive us all, but
But Yeah.
Nick called me. We can talk about it. Might be able to negotiate some terms, you know.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying advocating for Nick. I do.
But then again, why would you sign up for that then, knowing that?
Cause here's the thing, cause they don't want a relationship.
Yeah, that.
But
Some of these
what
women
about
just want the
these
bag.
babies that y'all are bringing into the? Do you realize that these kids are not? That's not a fucking Chanel bag. That's a child that has emotions that you're gonna have to deal with.
'Cause
Questions.
There's women in the hood using their babies for money. You think a woman ain't gonna use a millionaire for money?
I don't
There's
know.
women right now got their baby dad on child support that did everything for the child.
I want my own.
That's just, like, I mean, like,
That's why I say I am the last of a dying breed, and I'm one of one. My condolences.
I don't
He's
know,
doing
listen.
it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at Nick, and the only thing that I will say is I thought it was in a little bad taste, and this is just my opinion, that, you know, his child just died, a month or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
And
Zen.
he was on TV, and he was so upset about that, and I'm sure he was legitimately upset. It looked crazy the month later that you're announcing another kid after we done seen this multiple, like, you done knocked up all these different women.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're seeing a new kid right after your kid. I just think there was no reason for that. Like, even if you knocked her up, we didn't need the paternity photos and all that shit for this one. Like,
That's
just,
what they do, though.
like, respect your child. I just thought that was a little weird, but that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I just, there's a time where you respect the dead. There's times when I lost people and I was like, I'm not gonna even post shit because
Yeah.
I feel like it's in bad taste. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. We done impeded on the Queen's time. The Queens will be up next. They are gonna come on a little late because we running a little late.
That's okay, because we getting cozy tonight. We putting on our negligees, and we gonna be be a little.
Say,
Listen, the
Negligees.
Queen's table, I think y'all should have announced that because y'all views would have been up. The Queens are putting on negligees. Everybody tune in. Yo, we got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Cause ain't nobody gonna check me. Tune in to see my. It's like, no, I'm
We
just
got
kidding.
Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Chop wood, carry water.
Room around February 26th. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8.
And it's pinned in the comments. Get your tickets.
Shameless plug.
112 North Water Street, Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
It's pinned in the comments.
And yeah, buy your tickets in the comments. Click the link. Room of Rhyme. I'm telling you, it's an experience. I am your host, Blast. This is SayLess Podcast, episode 159. We'll see y'all next week.
ENT rocks the world.